real. Mama said I'm grown, no ain't no sympathy, fuck how you feel. No, I'm black truck ride, would you swerve and BC Leo? You one of a kind, can make you mine if you keep it on chill. 1-800, I know I'm the one.
On the far side, Moats is looking for the deep ball downfield. Caleb Tucker has the catch, and he breaks away! Touchdown! Caleb Tucker caught it at the 30. Green grass in front of him. It's a score for the Hornets.
Lobs it up. Caleb Tucker with the beautiful turnaround grab. The Fearless Friday Award winner.
At the 11, touchdown! Touchdown, Caleb Tucker. Looking for the deep ball, wide open. You know who it is, Caleb Tucker. That's 6 points.
There he is, CT3 making a great play for Bryant.
Caleb Tucker somehow, some way comes down with this one in the back.
With Caleb Tucker here, Tucker pulls the MC hammer. Can't touch this, but
color, baby. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Oh my God!
He has Tucker. Tucker finds it. Tucker all the way to the end zone. It's Caleb Tucker for play. And
Caleb Tucker.
In the Farm Bureau 7A Offensive Player of the Year goes to Caleb Tucker of Bryant.
Yo, what's up with it? Welcome back. You can see where we at with it, man. We are here. House of Hype. Bass Pro Shop Outlet, Suite 129. Shout out to my brothers Brandon and Tez for letting me do this, man. This is something I've been talking about doing for a long time. I've reached out to a lot of the youth. We locked in, they said, yo, whenever you start doing the interviews, man, let me know. I'm gonna pull up. The first person, I've been talking to this kid for 2 years, man. He last came on my radar during the state championship game. I didn't even know who he was. I kept hearing about him, and then when I went to the state championship game last year, for some reason, number 3 just kept popping up everywhere. And I'm in the end zone with my brother DeAndre from Hood Vision. Shout out D. And Jordan threw a touchdown right down the slot. And this young man, not only did he go up and get it, broke a tackle, marched into the end zone, and right where I'm standing at, charismatic young man seen the camera, yelled in the camera, flex, walked off. That also happened to be the game-winning touchdown. So I'm proud to welcome my first guest, 2-time state champion, University of Charlotte signee, my guy, Z guy as I call him, my nephew, Caleb Tucker.
Yo, you know crouch spamming's not supposed to be in the game, right?
Neither is my nuts on your chin. Yeah, but here we are, you know?
I got some for you. These nuts right in your chin.
What's up with it, baby?
What's up?
Hey, man, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and lock in with me, man. This has been something that I know that you and I had talked about, and you told me that once, like, you know, everything was ready, and I said, well, let's wait till after the season.
Yeah. You
know, take care of what you got to take care of, and we'll lock in after the season. And, you know, man, I was able to find this amazing location, like, you know, one of the hottest, if not the hottest clothing store in the city. But we here now, man. What's up with the CT? Talk to me.
Not much, man. Just, you know, feeling good after that state championship, man. You know, I graduated yesterday. So, you know, feeling great, man. Ready to, you know, work at the next level.
So let's talk about that, man. You graduated early. What was it like to graduate on a Thursday? like literally a week.
Man, it's
After you done played in the state championship game where you win the state championship on a Friday.
yeah.
On Saturday, I seen you in both games.
Yeah, both of them.
And then on Thursday, you graduated from high school.
Caleb Mark Tucker.
But what has that whirlwind been like? Because it seems like it's been nonstop.
Man, it's definitely different, graduating early because, you see everybody graduate later on, after, high school ends and like the second semester ends. But, I was very grateful that I got the opportunity to graduate early and get a full ride scholarship to, go to college early. So it feels great, to be honest, man. It feels really great.
So you started for 2 years for Bryant.
Yep, 2 years.
2 state championships. What does that feel like, winning back-to-back, being a key player both years?
It feels good because, at one point I thought that I wasn't going to be able to be a key player because, I had the ankle injury and I came back late and everybody was already ahead of me statistically and everybody had their little movement still, but I was still getting back to myself, And it felt real good to, come back in and do what I had to do, make a name for myself. And I really made a name for myself and could actually get a win for us, get us 2 more rings.
So when DBs hear the name Caleb Tucker, what do you think is going through their mind having to line up against you, knowing that you have so many tools in your tool bag, whether it's speed, whether it's route running, whether it's, going up and getting the ball, whether it's 2 hands, 1 hand. What do you think goes through a cornerback's mind when he has to lock in with you one-on-one? And then vice versa, what goes through your mind?
Well, what's gonna go through their mind is I gotta stop him from catching the deep ball because I know he's going deep. Everybody gonna play off of me. Everybody gonna play it to at least 10, 15. That's just how it is,
It's Caleb Tucker.
And then you gotta also stop, the short routes, and you gotta tackle me, because I can move a little bit when I catch it in space and get.
You're not easy to tackle.
Yeah, I ain't gonna run you over, but you're gonna have to stop me from juking you. So I think that's what the DBs think. But what I think is, I'm ready to go kill. I'm ready to go kill, man. I don't feel like nobody in the state can stop me, and I'm just continue to feel like that when I go to the next level too.
So I've said that the University of Charlotte is getting, if not the most underrated player in the state, being one of the top 2. Because just being clear about it, I believe you and Deuce are very underrated.
Oh, definitely.
Very underrated.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Charlotte sees your talent and potential the same way I'm glad SFA sees Deuce's talent and potential. But do you feel that you have an underdog mindset, being that the biggest school in the state passed on you? Oh
yeah, definitely, because the kids that are going there, they've been having the offer for a little minute. They've been sitting on the offer for a while, so I feel like that they got it. I feel like I should have it too, because I do. What can I do that they can't? You know what I'm saying? And I do some things better. So I feel like, me and Deuce are definitely some underrated kids. I see him do stuff over the net that I don't see other people doing. So, I definitely feel that we are like the most underrated for sure.
So, for the past 2 years, let's go and get into the shit. Let's get into the shit. For the past 2 years, you guys have lined up against Bentonville.
Yeah.
Last year it was 1 receiver on Bentonville. This year is 2 receivers on Bentonville that not only committed but signed to Arkansas.
Yep.
When you see that, does that make you say, you know what? I'm finna go out and I'm finna show them what they miss in me by giving it to them?
Yes, that is exactly what I was thinking. Exactly. You couldn't have said it no better. That is exactly what I was thinking when I was going into that game. And I did. I had a lot of yards. I had a punt return that I almost took back, but they got called back. I had a touchdown that got called back. I played better than both of them. that's what I wanted to do. That was my ultimate goal, and I achieved it. So I'm very proud of myself for that. So it was fun. It was definitely fun.
So 2 years in a row, you outplayed Tree. 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not Tree. You've outplayed Blair.
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Why do you feel that he was provided an opportunity that maybe you should have been provided? Because on the field, when y'all went head to head, the numbers weren't the same.
Yeah. Blair, that's my guy. We've been knowing each other for at least 3-4 years now. I've been knowing him since freshman year. We've been playing against each other since freshman year. But I feel like, he got some great routes. I can say that. He's a great route runner, and, he can catch really good, and I feel like he's a fast person. So I think that he's really good, but, I feel like, I feel like he would say this about himself too. He would say he's better than me, but I will also say that I'm better, at some things in the game of football, you know what I'm saying?
So as far as Caleb Tucker, are you the best receiver in the state of Arkansas?
Of course I'm the best receiver in Arkansas. You know that. Come on now. but what's your top 4 after that?
Okay, so my top 4 after that, I would go. This is what I prefer. I got you number 1.
Okay.
I would go Prevo 2.
Okay.
At 3, I would either go Kyrick or Kamari. Kamari has that body to where he can be either a new age tight end.
Yeah.
Like, where I can beat linebackers and smaller safeties, or you can put him outside, you can beat smaller corners.
Yes.
Kyrick is just so freaking fiery, agile. It's like, man, some of the catches that Kyrick makes is crazy.
Yeah, I could say Kyrick is a lot like me. I can say that for sure. I can see it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Now, when you get down to 5, I like Blair, but when we was at the this one guy in my top 5, because honestly I was gonna say Drew Morgan from High Springs Lakeside.
Yeah,
he bust Robinson ass twice.
I like that. I like that.
Drew's nice. He bust Parkview ass too.
Yeah.
And so Drew gets busy. But when we was Monday, when we were at the Farm Bureau Hoopers Awards, we seen this kid from 4A from Warren.
Yeah.
Blaze fellas, oh my God.
He's nice. I ain't gonna lie, he's nice. I like his game.
So I gotta put Blaze at number 5, man, because just watching that, I was like, yo, I done seen some good receivers. I done seen Kyrie Fisher. I done seen you and Kamari, obviously.
Yeah.
Kobe, Prevo, Blair, a lot of other receivers.
Yeah.
But when I'm watching that young man highlights and he going like and getting shit off the top shelf, and then he turning back around and doing it on defense as well.
Yeah. Hey, he nice. And he taller than what I expected, because when I seen him, he was pretty tall, like lanky. He nice. I ain't gonna lie.
And so, you know what? I forgot about that. Hey, Justin, make sure that you watching the camera, bro. So also a part of your whirlwind week since y'all won the state championship. Monday, you got a piece of hardware. You added something to the household that you can put on the mantle.
Yes.
Tell us about that, Caleb. What did you get Monday?
Ah, man. 7A Offensive Player of the Year, man.
In the Farm Bureau 7A Offensive Player of the Year goes to Caleb Tucker from Bryant.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Yes.
What does that feel like, saying that you're the best, that somebody recognized you, not being the best in Central Arkansas?
Yeah.
Not being the best at Bryant, but being the best offensive player in 7A in the state of Arkansas. And you was up against some competition.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into one of the people that you was up against. But when you look at that, what does that sound like hearing Caleb Tucker?
Man, that felt great, man. Like, I was just up there. I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, the person to the left of me, he nice. He nice now. Jeff is nice. He gave us a boy. I was panicking over there, man. We was playing them, but yeah, I was thinking like, if I win it, I'm gonna be so happy. But if I don't, I'm gonna be grateful for the opportunity, of course. But they had Ficklin and they had Jeff Regan. Those two kids are phenomenal. Like they are great athletes. They literally both like ran through us a little bit like every year. So I was very grateful to win that award. I was kind of shocked. I shocked myself. I can't lie, but I put up good numbers and I put good film out there. So I feel like I deserve it.
Knowing that you go to a school where they're gonna run the ball a lot. Y'all had 3 Division I running backs.
Yep.
One of them was already signed.
Mm-hmm.
TJ and I, we locking in soon. K5 is gonna be a D1 mid-major.
Yep.
And Zach, we being
underrated.
honest, he possibly saved the season against Rogers.
Yeah.
And he was coming back from injury. Whenever you look at like, man, we got 3 running backs, we going like it's run the ball. As a wide receiver, do you have to try to eat every time knowing that, hey, I may only get, 5 or 6 targets because I know that TJ gonna get about 8 carries.
Yeah.
I know K5 gonna get about 10 to 15. Zach is gonna catch the ball. He's gonna run the ball. I still got Jakobe and Kamari, and on top of that, we beating people like Central fucking 65 to nothing.
Yeah.
And so, how do you deal with limited opportunities and make the best out of it?
Once the season started, I knew I was gonna have to make like the most out of every opportunity that I got. Cause one game it'll be like TJ get 15, K5 get 10, Zach get 15 carries. So it's like when me and Kamari getting 5 or 6 every game, it's like I gotta make something shake with it. I can't just catch the ball and just get down or go out of bounds immediately. I gotta at least try to like put up some numbers or get some film out of what I'm getting. But I mean, the team we got is hard to put up some crazy numbers because the team is stacked, it's loaded everywhere. So it was fun, making most out of opportunities because that's gonna help me at the next level because it's gonna be athletes everywhere. So I think that was great for me.
So piggybacking on that question, you've had the honor of playing with another Division I wide receiver in Kamari also.
Mm-hmm.
How has Kamari helped you on and off the field, and how have you been able to help Kamari on and off the field? Because it's hard for somebody to try to say, I'm going to double you, but then you got somebody 6'4", 210 on the other side and say, well, we're going to double him. Now I got somebody 5'11", 6 foot that can stretch the field.
Yeah, okay. I feel like, me and Kamari, we got the type of relationship to where if I'm having a bad game, he going to pick me up. He gonna tell me I got you, and he gonna score a touchdown. Like last year when we played against PA, I wasn't having such a great game, but he told me the next possession, he was like, I got you, I'm gonna pick you up. And he scored literally the next play. And so it's like, when one of us is down, we gonna uplift each other every time. And then when I score, like Fayetteville game, I scored 3 touchdowns. I told him, I was like, it's your turn. So like, we feed off of each other. We don't just be so selfish. Like we care about each other. We want each other to get touches. We always communicate on and off the field to make each other better, and we always want to get that extra work in together. And we wish we could play together, but unfortunately, both of our schools didn't, want to recruit each other. So,
gotcha. So, off the field, how do y'all help each other?
I would say that we would like to. We don't have the same friend group, but we always communicating on like what we could do better, and you know what I'm saying, and what we see and like how we could be better leaders, and we would ask Coach Sanders, together as like me and him, like we would both go to him and ask him how we could, like how do we lead, because at a point of the season we didn't know like how to lead because we struggled in like mid-season to lead the team because we usually didn't do it. We new to it because we seniors, and we both just communicate all the time. So
okay, so in other words, y'all hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're going into your 10th grade year.
Yeah.
Y'all had a coach that had led y'all to 5 consecutive state championships.
Yep.
And so, he left. But then the coach who had previously been the defensive coordinator he had took a job at Jonesboro, and 2 days later, he's now being announced as the head coach of Bryant. What was your emotions seeing that, knowing that, hey, you know, even though we're losing Coach James and he's going to Conway, ironically, but we're also getting a coach in that I know and have a relationship with. How was that transition?
Well, once, you know, Coach Sanders had left, you know, I didn't really know Coach Sanders like that because he was a defensive coach, but, like, I knew that he was a guy that was, like, always being loud and talkative and trying to help the team out. And then Coach James, he really didn't say much, but he was always, like, the person that sat back and, like, watched everything happen and coached the coaches, most likely. And once he left, I was like, we got to get Coach Sanders back. I was thinking that the whole time. I was like, we got to get him back. We got to get him back. But I didn't know because I know he was already moving in and everybody was trying to help him move in to Jonesboro. And he had already had his little orientation or whatever they had. So I was like, ain't no way he'd come back. But then, you know, they told me that, you know, our athletic director had called him. And my dad had called him too. He was like, if they ask you to get that job, you better take it. We gonna need you. We gonna need you. So, you know, I was always thinking, like, we going to get him back, and we did. So I was very happy that we got him back.
So during that year it would have been a great year for anybody else.
Yeah.
But it was a rough year for Bryant his first year.
Yeah.
Y'all not only lost, but y'all lost at home, and y'all lost an in-state game for the first time in like 4 years.
Yep.
And then y'all 5-year run of being the kings of 7A had came to an abrupt stop when y'all ironically got beat by Benfield in the semifinals. Going from your sophomore year to your junior year, what was it like dealing with those first 2 losses and you possibly having that, you know, feeling like I never want to have this feeling again?
Well, sophomore year, I didn't really get any time because I was behind, I don't know if you know him, but Montorian Singleton.
Yes, I remember Montorian.
Yeah, I was behind Montorian Singleton all year. And that team, in a sense, was kind of selfish. You know, they had moments where they were selfish and, you know, first and second quarter, we played good against Benfield in the playoffs, but we started to shut down and start arguing and getting all selfish and stuff like that towards the second half. And the team broke down. And, you know, going into my junior year, I didn't want to be that team right there that was selfish and didn't really care about the team. It was just me, me, me. I didn't want it to be like that. And, you know, when I came back with the, you know, it's not me, it's we as a team. So, yeah.
And so having 2 undefeated seasons, a 26-game win streak, how hard is it knowing that you're going to get every team's best shot week after week after week for 14 consecutive weeks?
Man, everybody want to play Bryant. You know, everybody think that, you know, if we did this or did that, we could beat Bryant. But realistically, you're gonna have to give your best to beat Bryant. And everybody gonna give their best, and they still ain't beat Bryant. So, you know, Rogers, they gave us their best, and they still ain't beat Bryant. You know, every time I feel like I put on a Bryant Hornet jersey, I feel like I can't lose, no matter if it's basketball or football. So, yeah.
So, as far as that can't lose mentality, what's one team that you didn't get to play in state that you wish that you could have played? And what's one team out of state that you look at and be like, you know what? I think we'll match up good against them and possibly beat them. And I'm going to tell you why I answered that question right before you answer. My homeboy Aaron Austin, Kamari the Trey Dad.
Yeah.
He posted something on Instagram and he said, with Bryant's defense and offense, I think that we can compete with some of the top teams in the nation and possibly win. And I was like, when you say the top, I had to text him like, hey, when you say the top teams, like, yo, who you talking about?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And he was like, you know, St. Francis and Douglas. I'm like, hey,
yeah. There's some big old boys now. There's some big old boys.
I'm like, look, I know Brian got CT and Kamari.
Yeah.
Them niggas you talking about, they got like 5 of them.
Yeah, they got 5 of us. Yeah.
And so what's one team in state that you didn't get to play that you wish that you could have played against? It was one team out of state where you like, you know what? I would have loved to line it up against that team just to see how we fared.
For sure, Greenwood, because you know they are a lot like us because they don't lose. I mean, they lost the state championship game, but before that, you know, they haven't lost. So I would love to, you know, break a streak like Benville broke ours. You know, I wanted to break a streak so bad, but they didn't want it. I mean, we was trying to find a game and we tried to find a game with them, and they didn't want it. So, and I would say out of state, I say IMG. I like IMG. And I would love to play them. They're some big old boys, but I think we stand a chance. They done lost a couple games this year. I mean, what we got to be scared for? I think we stand a chance.
Oh, hey, look, hey, man. When you the best, you want to face the best.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know, so regardless of what the outside people would say, it only matters what you guys think.
Yeah.
Now, what was it like playing with 5 Division I signings?
Man, man, it's like at practice it's so hard that when they get to the game it's so easy. Like, you know, we compete every single day, and if we don't have a good like practice competing wise, then coach is on us. Like he ain't letting that slide. It's gonna be bad the next day. So I mean, when it's hard in practice, it's gonna be easy in the game, and I feel like that we had a good job at that, and we made each other better every single practice. So, yeah.
Has Jakobe ever hit you?
Yes.
How'd it feel?
Not so good. You know, and I know it ain't so good for quarterbacks when he blitzing because he can move now.
So, as far as y'all defense, who's the one cornerback that helped you sharpen? And it doesn't have to be this year. It could just be overtime.
Yeah.
Who's the best cornerback that you had to lock, like go head up against with at Bryant, that, you know, helped you sharpen your skills and become better?
This year,
last year, any year?
This year I would say Matthew Ferguson because number 5. I say him. Not only because he's just good, but, you know, he going to hold me a couple times, you know. And that's going to get you. It's going to get me better. It was getting me better. Even though I hated it, it got me better at the end of the day. And he's like athletic, like as athletic as I am. So it's like, that helped me a lot. And then, you know, Ryan Young, number 21, he's like a really tall DB. And it's hard to, you know, catch over tall DBs and, you know, do what I do against taller DBs. And last year, I would say Jaden Welch. He went to a D2 school. I can't remember what it's called. But he was pretty strong. He's a pretty strong guy. And he had pretty good athleticism. So I would say Jaden Welch, too. So.
Okay. What's a cornerback that you went up against that wasn't on your team that you knew, like, hey, I'm going to have to be at my apex to, you know, to either show that I'm better than you, or just I know that you can match me move for move, so I have to be, you know, ready from the very start?
Oh, man, it's been a minute. I don't know. It's probably between last year Conway's cornerback. I think his name was like Trez or something like that. I don't know his name, but he was pretty good. He gave me a good challenge. And he was pretty fast, and he kind of like knew what I wanted to do, and I just had to adjust, you know, at halftime and stuff. But rather than that, it ain't been very many. I mean, they don't know nobody play a press man. It's just straight off man. So it's like it's either off man or cover 3, cover 4. You know, I don't really get very many looks at man, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I would say Conway from last year.
Okay. So speaking of other teams you played, I gotta ask you this question. I've been wanting to ask you this since last year, and you're gonna laugh at this. Have you ever watched the Boondocks?
Yeah.
Cartoon? Yeah. Okay. So, do you remember the episode with Thug Like Magnificent?
Yeah.
So you remember that time where he came in and they was like, "Hey, you know, where you from?" He was like, "I'm from Terrible, etc." And he was like, "Man, you know, I seen this one dude. They beat him up. Yeah. They stabbed him, shot him. One dude, he even took a shit on him."
Yeah.
And I always ask myself, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Yeah.
Killed right over there, you know. They beat him up, stomped him, shot the dude, stomped the nigga again, and then I seen him take a dump on the dude. I swear to God, man, they actually like shot a deuce on this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? They shot on the nigga, man. And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
For 2 years in a row, what did Little Rock Christian do to make you so mad? 2 years in a row, you had possibly, well, last year for sure, you had catch of the year.
Yeah.
This year, you caught it in triple coverage, which is also probably going to be catch of the year. What did LRCA do to piss you off, man?
Oh, man.
Like,
every
they not
year.
accepted to the school?
Nah, I ain't want to go to Little Rock Christian, man.
He will air it out downfield again, and that ball is caught! 55-yard touchdown for the Hornets!
Oh, my goodness. Caleb Tucker.
Tucker with the catch.
What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Oh, my God.
Christian, man, but every year they want to post about me every single year, man. They want to, yeah, it's personal, man. Like they want to bug me every year, and they don't learn their lesson, man.
Seems like Caleb Tucker gets open pretty easily on that play.
Officially give him only 7. Call it 2nd and 3. Back to Shelby. Austin is open. If he sees him, he's going for the deep ball instead. Tucker into triple coverage. Caleb Tucker, triple coverage, makes the gigantic grab downfield. It's Caleb Tucker as always.
They're messing with the wrong person, man. I don't know why, but I know a couple guys on the team, so like they will send stuff and they will like, post something about me and be like saying, oh, we got this of you or we gonna post it if we win. I'm like, all right, bet, I'm gonna show y'all. And I show them every single time. They respect me now. I love them though.
So why didn't they learn their lesson from last year? Because, I coach True Buzz.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the awards and they announced that you had won.
Yeah.
I immediately went in our group chat. I said, yo, do not, because we had 2 kids from LRCA on the team that played DB.
Yeah.
I said, y'all, please do not tell me that y'all was one of the ones that CT just did like that. I'm like, yo, they was like, Coach, I was just coming back off an injury. I was just coming back, Coach. But, bro.
That was my first game, too, though, last year. That was my first game back. So there ain't no excuse. That was my first game back. I came out of surgery, man. There ain't no excuse. I don't want to hear that.
And so, when you go back and look at that play, what play that you made stands out to you the most that exemplifies who Caleb Tucker is? Because that play is what puts you on my radar. I'm like, like, dude, dragging people into the end zone after he done snagged on somebody, broke tackle.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, now, come on, guys.
Yeah.
He's going for the
I would say those 2
Tucker
plays
into
right
triple
there.
coverage.
Those 2 plays, if you want to, think
Tucker,
about who Caleb Tucker is,
triple
those 2 plays will definitely
makes
define it, because,
the
that was my first game back, man. I was
downfield.
super hungry.
It's
I ain't even
Caleb
been that hungry in my
Tucker
life,
as always.
coming back
There's
off the
that
injury.
deep ball.
And then
I
it
was
feels so
talking
good to, make that play and get put out there and make a name for myself. It felt really good, so.
Okay, so in life, there is no triumph without tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
And we've all gone through some sort of tragedy in our lifetime. Going into your junior year, coming off of the early season defeat, like when y'all are expected to win a championship again.
Yeah.
Going into that off season in July, where you're mentally trying to prepare and get ready, step your game up.
Mm-hmm.
You had a tragedy.
Yep.
Tell me about
my best friend Elijah McGee I've been friends with him since first grade.
Cool. That's how the friendship started for Caleb Tucker, Matthew Ferguson, and Elijah McGee.
In first grade, I also got picked by his dad on a football team on the Bengals, and that's when we started getting closer and closer and closer to each other. And then our parents got to meet, and it was like his at my house like every day.
This friendship.
He had a heart attack in July, and he passed away when I was in North Carolina. Actually, I was in North Carolina with my uncle. I don't know if you know D'Angelo Williams, but
Yeah, I know D'Angelo.
yeah, that's my uncle. I was with him. Yeah, I was with him. Yeah, I was with him in North Carolina, but I had went to go see Elijah like in the hospital, you know, before I left. And he had passed while I was there. Like I had maybe 2 or 3 days left, and I was gonna come back home. And then you know, my mom told me the news. It was heartbreaking for sure. And then you know, came back, and you know, I was like, I already know I'm gonna have to go to the funeral and et cetera, et cetera. And you know, once I went to when I came back, I talked to his mom, Elijah McGee's mom, and you know, she was upset, very upset, and I just couldn't get my mind off of it, and I was like, you know, I know I got a 707 coming up soon, and I want to go to that, you know, even though Elijah's funeral was on that day,
Right.
and I regret it in a sense right now because you know when I went, that was the day of his funeral, and I ended up getting hurt that same exact day. So I got hurt, and I had to go to his funeral on crutches.
Sadly, on July 6, 2024, a month before the start of his junior year, Elijah suddenly passed away. Through the tragedy, the boys have found a way to use his legacy as motivation.
So, you know, that really hurt me in the sense that, you know, I couldn't, you know, be a pallbearer for him and, you know, hold his casket for the last time. And, you know, once he passed and I was like, you know, I still get to come back, I was like, I got to do something for him. And, you know, I started, you know, putting on my back plate, do it for E, and start making that a thing. And, you know, I still want to grow it and make it like a brand or something, you know. And I just feel like, you know, once he passed, I was like, I got to do it for him. And, you know, I always tell myself, do it for E, and I always post, do it for E. So, and I'm going to keep repping his name for sure. When I came back, I was like, I got to do something for him. I got to wear something for him. And, you know, my friend, Jakobe Boone, he was writing stuff on his back plate with tape on it. And I was like, you know, I'm going to start my own thing and start putting do it for E. And I started, you know, making that a hashtag and, you know, trying to grow it and build things with it. And I just kept it with me forever. I'm going to just keep it with me forever.
Bryant football players have used the hashtag #DoItForE to keep showing how much Elijah meant to so many.
A lot of love, a lot of respect for him.
It means a lot to us. We still, even though Elijah's not here, we in spirit are Elijah. We still go to all the games. We still support them. Yeah. Even though this is their last year, we still, you know, we're still showing them what Elijah would do.
So, going through that for a young man, not only losing a friend, but a best friend.
Yeah.
How do you mentally bounce back from that while also dealing with a physical injury?
Yeah, man, that was tough. I can tell you that was like, you know, one of the toughest times of my life because, you know, I couldn't do nothing. I just stayed at home and, you know, just sat in home and played the game all day. And it's just hard to get off my mind. But, you know, that was during the time I was starting to become friends with Jakobe Boone. And he kind of helped me get through that. And, you know, me and him, we weren't really cool at all before then. And then we just started, you know, that was like my new best friend. You know, he helped me out. My mom helped me out. You know, I had people by my side while I was doing it, but it was hard to go through. I mean, it wasn't easy, and I wouldn't wish it. Like, it was like the worst thing in my life. Honestly, I could say. But I mean, I definitely overcame it, and I, you know, had a great season off of it. So I'm glad and grateful that it happened. Well, not that it happened, but I'm grateful that I had a good season after. But you know, it was tough. I can say that.
Do you feel that you're making him proud?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, he's very proud. Very.
So, you mentioned a young man that I'm very close to as well, Jakobe Boone.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to coach Jakobe when he actually first started playing football
he was
with the Arkansas Cardinals.
He was telling me.
And Jakobe actually played corner. Yeah. Jakobe didn't say shit.
Oh, yeah.
Jakobe didn't say shit. He played for us for 2 years, and he balled out both years. Then he went on to what we see now.
Yeah.
He said that, I think he got a little choked up when I asked him a question on the field. I said, like, what's it like knowing that this was your last time playing with Caleb and Kamari?
Yeah.
What does it feel like ending this career with Kamari and CT?
I can't say much about those guys. Like those out of the whole team, I would consider those guys two of my brothers. I mean, when I got bumped up as a freshman, I learned so much from those guys as sophomores. And last year, my sophomore season, CT, he was out, he was injured, and that's how I ended up getting on the field so early. And it wasn't no shadiness from him. It was just all day, every day. He's teaching me. We were watching film. We're doing this and that. He's just telling me how to get better, and I really appreciated that from him. So, you know what I'm saying? Those two guys leaving is gonna hurt the team. It's definitely gonna hurt me a bit, but.
And I can tell that the relationship was real. What was really strong between you and Kobe, because he was like, and he dropped his head for a second. I'm like, this nigga about to cry. I'm like,
he didn't tell me that. He didn't tell me that now.
Hey, yo, go watch that interview with Jakobe when I asked him about that. Like, you can see his head drop like.
He didn't tell me that part.
But he credited you with being one of his biggest helpers on and off the field. And he talked about the injury. He said, when Caleb went down, he helped me. He helped make my transition easy.
Yeah.
When you hear younger classmen say those words about you, what does that make you feel?
Man, it feels great because, like, I'm an inspiration to a lot of younger people and, like, younger kids. And, like, my younger teammates, I really care for them because I want them to be, you know, as good as me or better, you know what I'm saying? I want to, you know, be somebody that they look up to, so. So,
I got a couple questions for you. We're going to get you up out of it because I know you guys still have it, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Yeah. So, what all do you want to accomplish in football?
Man, I want to be, well, first off, I want to change the program around in Charlotte. You know, they haven't been good for a while. They really ain't had no winning seasons. The best season that you can have there right now is just win a bowl game because they haven't even won one. They haven't even went to one. So I want to at least, you know, achieve that for sure. And, you know, I want to at least be able to get to the draft, you know, get a chance, get a shot. I feel like I have a legit shot right now. And if I just keep doing what I'm doing and then, you know, get better, get stronger, get faster, I have a shot at the league. And, you know, obviously making the league is my ultimate goal in football.
Okay. What or who inspired you to play football?
I'd say D'Angelo, you know, my uncle D'Angelo Williams. You know, I watched him play. I didn't really understand when he played at North Carolina, but when he played for the Steelers, you know, I started to understand a little bit more. And then, like, I was really a big basketball fan. I grew up playing basketball. My whole family is basketball, you know. So I really wanted basketball first, but once I started growing older and started understanding more, I liked football way more. But, you know, D'Angelo, he definitely, you know, made me want to play football and, you know, go to the next level and things with that.
Let's pause right there. Football's not your first love?
No.
What's your first love?
Basketball.
What?
Basketball.
Now, I seen you hoop last year.
Yep.
And I know that you leaving Bryant with me. I want not to have rings.
Actually, 4. 4. Freshman year. People don't know that freshman year I got a ring. So, okay. 4 of them.
So you got 3 in football and 1 in basketball. And basketball is your first love, okay?
First love.
Tell me about that.
So my mom, she played at CBC in Conway.
Okay,
you know?
Christian Brothers.
Yeah, she played at CBC and she went to UCA for a little while. And my dad, he played basketball at UAM and he coached a lot of basketball and stuff like that. So my dad, well, actually, my mom first taught me how to shoot a basketball. You know, when I was younger, she got me basketball. I had videos and everything of me playing basketball when I was little, and she taught me how to shoot free throws and all that. And you know, my mom, she made me play basketball, soccer, football, all that, everything. I wanted to play baseball. So once I started playing basketball and started being able to shoot around every day and have fun with my friends playing basketball, I loved the basketball to death. And I wanted to go to the NBA so bad. I've been a Steph Curry fan for a while. I was a LeBron fan. I was just, you know, hopping around everything. I loved the basketball with a passion. But, you know, once I grew older, I started to fall in love with football more and more. But basketball was for sure my first love. I can say that.
Okay, so both of your parents played at a college level.
Yeah.
And so, what made football take precedent over basketball?
Well, one thing I did say about basketball, I used to play basketball with my older cousin and my older brother all the time, and they used to always, block my shot every time because they was way older than me. Yeah, bullying me every day. But I mean, I knew once I got older, I was gonna, be the best one. But I mean, that was all. That always got me better. Yeah, it always got me better. It always got me better. But yeah.
Okay, and so what did you learn in football that helped you in basketball, and what did you learn in basketball that helped you in football?
Well, in basketball you gotta go up and get rebounds, and going up for a football is like going up to get a rebound, and I feel like the explosiveness and all that stuff like squats and football weight room will help me with basketball. So I feel like both of the sports go together in a sense. And, I don't think I'd be able to dunk today without football. Like I can dunk a basketball, but without football, like weight room and all that, I wouldn't be able to do none of that. I feel like so they definitely help each other out.
So football helps you get more stronger in basketball, but basketball helps you become a little bit more explosive.
Yes, I would definitely say that.
Okay, like that, man.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend everybody to play two sports when they're in high school for sure. Like basketball and football is it. Basketball and track, football and track. I did a little bit of track, but I didn't do it for long. But I feel like a two-sport athlete is what coaches are looking for and what they love.
So I don't want to get into names and things like that, but some high school coaches don't encourage their players to go dibble and dabble in other sports because they're scared of injury.
Yeah.
So I know that I have Caleb Tucker, 3-star receiver. I don't really want him to play basketball. I want him to play baseball, the track, and I want him to strain something, tear something, or anything. But you said that you feel that it helps you.
Yeah.
Did your coaches, whether it was Coach Quad or whoever it was on the staff, did they encourage not only you but other players to go play other sports?
Yes, Coach Sanders for sure. He wanted me to after the football season last year, he told me to go straight to practice.
Okay.
Straight to practice. So yeah, they encourage it for sure. It was some technical difficulties with they wanted me to lift and be on the basketball team at the same time, but they didn't. They had those problems, but we got them all fixed. But you just got to know how to communicate if you're gonna play both. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely helped me out a lot, tremendously.
So you play with some damn good basketball players.
For sure.
Some damn good football players.
Yep.
Who is your favorite teammate in basketball and who is your favorite teammate in football? I told you we get to the shit,
man. Off the court basketball, I would say RJ Young.
Okay. RJ's a dog.
Yeah, RJ's a dog.
He's underrated.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy. He don't really look like he talk. He don't look like he speak or nothing. But off the court, he a totally different person than everybody think. That's my guy. And on the court, I say CB because CB he always wanted to see me get better. He wanted me to always have a good game, and he wanted me to always be better for the team. He was that's probably the greatest leader I ever played with. I'll be honest with you. CB is a great leader, and whoever UCA, they getting a good one. I can say that for sure.
Let me tell you something about CB. I've been knowing CB since he was 4. He used to play baseball at West Central.
Yeah.
He played for the Hurricanes, which played against my son Josh, Jackson Hampton, who's the wide receiver at Marmel.
Yeah.
And so we had to play CB teams a couple of times.
Yeah.
CB is one of the best pure athletes
I can say that too.
I've seen.
Yes.
I bullshit people not. If it wasn't basketball, CB could have went D1
football. He played a little bit, but if he would have kept it, he definitely could have got D1.
He could have went D1 baseball.
Yep.
When I tell you CB is nice, that boy is a all around athlete.
Yes.
And I watch him excel like at the highest level when he played all three of these sports. And so now just watching him hone in and focus on basketball, like you said, Conway, I don't know that y'all really know what y'all get in him.
Yeah.
Because CB is certified.
Definitely.
For real.
Man,
okay, so football.
Wait, one thing about CB though, a lot of people don't know this, but you know he played 8th grade football, and I was asking him if he was gonna play in 9th grade. He was like, "Nah." I was like, "Why?" And he told me, he was like, "Man, I want to break my brother records." He was like, "I wanna score more points than my brother in his career." He was like, "I want to get that 1,000 points," and he did. I ain't gonna lie, he did that for sure. So
I'm telling you, man, CB was a hell of a running back.
Oh yeah,
it's like straight dog, and then when it was just strictly focusing on basketball, I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that kid, like it's gonna be a major problem.
Yeah.
For real.
But football, man, I'm gonna have to go with Jakobe, obviously. You know, Jakobe for sure. On and off the field, you know, and then Kamari for sure, on and off the field. So I say them two, but Jakobe first for sure. You know, that's my guy. It's forever gonna be my guy.
Okay. Yeah. So. Sorry about that. What's the lesson that you've learned from football that you can take with you into the next phase of your life?
I could definitely say, I gotta think about that one. Hold on.
This is what we do this for.
I can say that. I can say that one thing is always being on time, you know? And always taking care of your business, because you know, before I started like knowing about taking care of your time, like before football and all that stuff, I was always a like late person, you know. And I feel like if you always on time, you know, you gonna do good things. And I was always on time, and I feel like that helped me, and that's gonna help me as a grown man, and in college. So I think that's what it helped with for sure.
So in other words, structure and discipline.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. What was the hardest part of the journey that people don't see on the field and also off the field?
On the field, didn't nobody see that I didn't play my sophomore year. Didn't nobody really know that. Everybody thought that I've been playing since a freshman. You know what I'm saying?
No, I did.
Like, didn't nobody know that. Didn't nobody know, that I didn't take football serious until after my sophomore year. Like, didn't nobody really know that. And yeah, didn't nobody really know that I really didn't take football serious until my 11th grade year. Because if I would have took it serious my 10th grade year, I would have played, if I'm being honest with you. But I never really took it serious. I wanted to play basketball still in my 10th grade year. And off the court, what can I say for that? I'll probably say a lot of people don't know that I'm a big gamer.
Okay.
A big gamer. I'm a big gamer. I love playing, 2K, Madden, NCAA. A lot of people don't know that, so I can say that too for sure.
So as we get ready to wrap up just a few more, what has Bryant football meant to you? And also, what have you meant for Bryant football?
Bryant football has meant to me, a lot of good things, because I've been there since first grade. I lived in Conway whenever I was in kindergarten and pre-K and stuff like that. And then once I came here, it's like I met so many new friends, and like everybody's so nice to me, and everybody made me feel welcome. So I'm so grateful for Bryant, and I'm gonna continue, repping Bryant every single day. And I really hope I left my mark, at Bryant. And one day I want to be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm gonna try to come back and do things for Bryant one day. And that's my ultimate goal to do.
Conway gonna hate to hear that answer.
Oh yeah, I miss Conway, but
he grew up in Conway.
Yeah, I grew up in Conway. Yeah, I grew up in Conway.
No.
Yep.
Hey, can we go back and rewrite time?
Yeah, I had to make the move.
And so, as you get ready to embark on this new journey, what's the first thing? Because you already said some things that you want to change within the program.
Yeah.
What's some growth physically and mentally that you want to see inside of CT?
I have good work ethic right now, but I want to make my work ethic like even better. Like I want to, be the first person there and be the last person to leave all the time. And I want to actually put that extra time in when I don't. I feel like I need to do a better job at putting that extra time in. And when I get there, I'm gonna do that. So I feel like doing that and staying disciplined as always, and knowing every play. Like I gotta be have my head in the playbook every single day to get better and get on that field. So.
Man, look, from watching you score the game-winning touchdown to watching you grow this year, and learning so much about you in this interview right here, man. It's been astonishing.
Thank you.
You're gonna do so many great things to where I don't even we never know what God has in store for us.
Yeah.
But God has so much in store for you because you can see what He's already shown you right now.
Yeah.
And the more you continue to work hard, the more you continue to stay locked in, stay focused, it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger for you, man.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you lead Charlotte
Yes, sir.
to not only conference wins, not only a bowl win, but possibly one day playoff win.
Yeah.
Now, there's some other stuff that I want to say, but I'm not going to say on camera. But I want you to, I tell kids all the time, if it happens your first year, cool.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen your first year, still remember that they invested in you for a reason.
Yep.
Because, you may start your first year, you may be the backup, or you may redshirt.
Yeah.
You may play special teams. Whatever role it is,
Yep.
just be engaged in that role, stay locked into that role, and just continue to remember the principles that got you here and that's going to take you to the other place that you want to go in life.
Yes, sir.
So, CT, you would ask me a question off camera. What's the question that you asked me off camera?
I asked him, which running back would you choose, Deuce or K5?
I like K5. So hey, whenever I say I like somebody, y'all know where the answer's about to go.
Oh man.
I like K5. I talked to his dad often. And matter of fact, I like a backstory. His dad came and refereed a youth league game for us one Saturday. Just after K5 scored like 3-4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And I said, hey,
Yeah.
what happened, bro? He said, what you mean?
Yeah.
I said, why K5 not
Hardline
hooping
for the Hornets.
like the other two?
Robinson will take the handoff.
And he didn't want to get up in the morning and go to the gym. He said, so he played it. He said, hey. But K5 runs hard.
Yeah.
Doing that Conway win without.
See if Robinson could be the one to punch it in. They pitch it to him.
K5.
He cuts outside. Robinson the 5.
K5.
Still going outside. He stays on his feet.
And scores
He's
those
in the end zone.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying K5 can't do it, but I'm going with Deuce. The reason why I see Deuce do so much more.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna talk about defense because that's not fair because y'all don't have to go both ways at Bryant because y'all got a massive roster. Deuce went both ways at Robinson. But I'm gonna say the reason why I go with Deuce, I seen Deuce do it on special teams.
Mm-hmm.
He scored touchdowns kickoff.
Yeah.
He scored kickoffs punt return.
Yeah.
I've also seen, now it would have been healthier for Deuce to have other running backs like TJ, like Zach to take some load off of him.
Yeah.
But I've seen Deuce, where he pretty much had to several games for Robinson.
Yeah.
Put the team on his back offensively and wheel us to a win.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna pick Deuce not because he goes with Robinson, not because of the relationship, just because I feel honestly, Deuce is the best athlete in the state.
Yeah.
For real. Like, you know, just everything that he has to do. He may not be the best pure running back.
Yeah.
I love TJ, man. It's like TJ is so damn fast.
Oh yeah, he fast.
Like, I don't think dude feet hit the ground.
Oh yeah, he be moving.
Running.
He be moving.
And there's some great athletes here. Enoch Son is a great running back as well.
Oh yeah, he's shifty.
Shifty, runs very hard.
Yeah.
Buddy from Hamburg, Batman Cinco.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't think of his name right now. But he goes hard as a running back.
Yeah.
So there's other running backs you can possibly say, okay, you know, I picked this running back over dudes.
Yeah.
We just talk about pure athlete that can do it all. He caught a touchdown, ran for touchdown, had pick six, had a kickoff return, a punt return, and he also threw a touchdown. So it's like, damn. So that's the reason why I would go with Deuce over K5. They both run hard as hell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you're not gonna bring them down with one person.
Yeah.
So, ironically, Deuce almost ended up in Bryant.
Hey.
That's a fact.
4 running backs in rotation. We would have rotated in.
Deuce almost ended up in.
We would have rotated all of them too.
Because little known fact, him and Walker, God brothers.
Yep, I heard about that.
Yeah. And so he was, you know, so Robinson and Brian, like, you know, I'm glad we won out.
He made the right decision, though. He made the right decision.
Bro, can you think of Deuce being at Brian? Like, that would have been overkill.
Yeah, definitely. But he got his shine over there, and he would have got more. He got more touches over there, obviously, because you know we got 3 of them. And it's just him by himself, basically. So, yeah, he made the right move.
So, last question, and we're gonna end it like this. Hey, yo, just hold it with your hand if you got you. Last question. I said during my preseason podcast, I said something. I said Robinson and Bryant are alike in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
They both have great running backs. Both teams have a great offensive line. Both teams have a great defense. Both teams have great wide receivers.
Yeah.
But both teams were starting new quarterbacks with all the firepower that they had. Robinson set in on Reese. For the majority of the season, Bryant had 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Whether it was Moats on a drive and then Kyler on a drive.
Yeah.
As a receiver, how hard is that to get used to playing with 2 quarterbacks in the same game for the majority of the game, knowing that, okay, Jerry likes to throw the ball here.
Yeah.
Kyler likes to throw it here. I'm going to have to adjust like this with Kyler, or I'm going to have to adjust like this with Moats. But then, after the Conway game, the offensive team finally decided to go with Moats for the playoffs. What was that transition like, and what was it like playing with 2 quarterbacks and having to get adjusted to both of them for 10 games through the whole season?
Like you said, you got to adjust, you know, because, like, I know what I'm going to get out of Moats, and I know what I'm going to get out of Kyler. Like, Moats wanted to get the ball out his hands, you know, faster, so I know that once I get out my break, I got to look. You know, Kyler, he like to throw it deep. He gonna give me the 70-yard bombs, and he gonna give me the 80-yard bombs, and he gonna throw it to me in triple coverage. So I know what I'm gonna get out of both of them, and I felt like it was great for me and them at the same time, because, you know, it made them compete, and it made them like more hungrier, like, on what they want. They both wanted the starting position, so it made them fight the whole season. Like, they made them better in a sense. Like, it made Mo so much more better. And, you know, once he got to the state championship game, it was just so easy for him, because, you know, he'd been battling and playing so hard until the end. So I feel like it was really good for me, and I feel like the biggest part of it was just communicating to them both. Like, you know, even when they got frustrated, when I got frustrated, you still got to communicate, because at the end of the day, you can't get the ball without the quarterback. So I feel like communication is just the, you know, the key thing in playing with 2 quarterbacks, you know?
Okay. I promise this is the last one.
Yeah.
Semifinals.
Yeah.
You guys haven't been down much the past 2 years. Minute 50 left.
Yep.
Down by 2 touchdowns. Jeff Regan kicking out.
Boy, I tell you. But he's giving me a hard time over there.
Jeff Regan kicking out. You're standing on the sideline. You turn around and you look, and you see Bryant fans walking out of the game with time still left. What was the process of you on the field, well, you on the sideline seeing not only y'all fans leave, also, like, you know, Jeff getting busy, like, who was also a finalist as well for 7A.
Yeah.
But also that comeback.
Man.
And then we done.
When I seen them fans leaving, man, it's something I ain't never seen before because, you know, we so used to winning. Like, it's just never been, you know, Bryant fans leaving early because we losing. It's like they leaving early because we winning, but it's a different feeling when we losing and everybody leaving and they don't even have faith in us. You know, we was down 14. I was like, I got to make something shake, but I couldn't make anything shake because, I mean, I didn't get the calls for me to make something shake. But, you know, thank God that, you know, Zach stepped up in that game. He stepped up big time for us. And then Cooper Billingsley, number 87, stepped up big time for us. So, like, for all those people that left, I didn't want them to come to the state championship game because they ain't have faith in us then. So why come to the game? You know what I'm saying? I knew that I was going to go off the game after that because, you know, last year I didn't play good in the semis and I played good at state. So, you know, I was so grateful to be able to, you know, get that last game and, you know, get that feel of, like, being down and having to fight through adversity and actually come back and win the game. That felt really good to win, so, yep.
And how was it like watching when you're on the sideline and you're watching Jeff run up and down the field, do his thing? Because I know that y'all watch film, like, and maybe you didn't watch defensive film.
Oh, yeah.
But when you watched him, did you think that he was going to be as good in person as he was on film? Because I seen him smash LRCA.
Yeah.
And I'm on the podcast, like, he's not going to do that to Bryant.
Man.
And he did that to Bryant.
I ain't gonna lie. Jeff had the game of his life against us, man. He played good all season, but he ain't ever played that good. I honestly think he had a concussion the whole game, and he still played good. I don't know how, but that man is nice. That man is nice. Wherever he going, they getting a good one because he not even tall. He's like real short, but he's just so shifty. Ain't nobody taking him down. It's like I saw like a couple 99-yard runs that he had. Like, he's nice, bro. But, like, man, I was struggling on the sideline, man. I'm over there, like, squatting down on my knees dang near. Like, can we please stop this man, bro? Like, all we needed was 2 stops. We was down 14, like, but we got our 2 stops in. We capitalized on offense and, you know, start throwing the ball more because we were running the ball all game. I only had, like, 2 catches. But, you know, once we started getting our rhythm and start throwing the ball, it was just easy. And we scored so quick, and we won the game. So the overtime was crazy. It was crazy. I ain't never been to high school overtime, so I love to experience that.
Got you. Actually, it was double overtime, wasn't it?
Yeah, double overtime.
Well, yo, coming live from the House of Hype, we're about to wrap it up. Me and my guy, the guy, my nephew, the big 3, Caleb Tucker. Again, man, y'all go follow my guy. Where can they find you at, Caleb?
Takeoff_.ct on Instagram and pretty much on everything else. But yeah.
So I gave y'all hints. Y'all didn't know. I posted multiple 3s yesterday. Let y'all know that this was gonna be the first one. I don't know if anybody caught the hint.
Yep.
We got
been a safe to say you niggas have a half, then the Schroeder. I done been through way too damn much and that's my motive. I just pick a beat, I take a seat, I get the float. Nah, I ain't say nothing about what you said, but that shit noted.
Congratulations, man, and nothing but great things in store. We got each other's number. If you need anything, it's nothing.
Yes, sir.
Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it, boy.
Appreciate it, man.
Love you, boy. We done, baby.